Welcome to the Bankhouse Media podcast. I am your host, Matthew Toman, the founder of Bankhouse Media. On this podcast, we're going to give you some tips and advice from our experiences that will help your business thrive in this digital age. We will also be speaking to fellow business owners who will talk about exactly how they grew their business online, got through their hardest times, and how they turned a profit. I am also going to introduce you to some of the Bankhouse Media team who will share their knowledge and hopefully add even more value to your business. Thank you so much for listening, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hi and welcome back to the Bankhouse Media podcast. I am your host for today, Matthew Toman, and it is just me on my own, and we're going to run through a few things that keep coming up with some of our clients in Bankhouse. Over the past few months, obviously with everything that's gone on, there has been a massive rush to get online, and everybody has been jumping online, assessing where their business is at online, or if they have not been doing that, they've been asking questions of how to get online and various different things. We're getting a lot of influx of questions. The reason why I'm making this podcast today, two reasons. One, to educate anybody out there on the importance of going digital that may think that it's not relevant. And then second to that, this is going to be a really good podcast for me just to direct clients to and ask them, could you just listen to this? It's under 20 minutes. And then just to have more of an insight into the importance of going digital. Because as I said, we are repeating ourselves a lot. That is completely fine because things have changed so much and people are looking to us as the experts of educating them on what the best next step for their business should be. So the importance of going digital. Whenever we say that, I base everything around your website. I base everything around your e-commerce business. Every single company that is out there at the minute, if you have got a website, they're coming and saying they need a website upgrade. And there's some companies saying, look, I haven't used a website. I've been using my Facebook page. It's not really reacting much now because obviously Facebook is pay to play. So your like page isn't going to work in the same way it did, 5-6 years ago, maybe even more. So I base everything around the website. So whenever I say the importance of going digital, I start at the foundations, and that is your site. Why is this so important? I keep banging on to everybody that asks me the question. Treat your website like your best, most valued member of staff. It has to know every single thing about your business. It has to know your product and service. It has to know your address, your phone number, everything about that you do. Any products that you sell have to be on there. It has to be kept up to date. Delivery times, all these different things have to be going on through your website. And any business that is out there, whether it is bricks and mortar, digital, no matter what it is, they should have a digital footprint. They should have a holding somewhere online that they can say, yes, this is where my business is found online, and here's all the information that you need to know. Now, you can elaborate and have various different things gone all the way through, like booking systems, restaurant booking systems, e-commerce business, whatever that may be. But the digital footprint with the website is relevant to every single person online. So why is that? Why is it so important right now? Simply because everybody is online. Everybody has a smartphone. The majority of the people have smartphones, and that is how they operate their business. They very rarely will go look up a phone number and ring the person to ask any information because you can get it freely is online. It should be on Google. Your competitors are doing that. Whether you think they're not, if you maybe are in a business that has been around for years and you think, well, I'm not really that digital. I don't really know this. I don't really understand this. It's not my thing. I kind of stick to what I know. You got to get out of that and take responsibility for your own business and teach yourself or start working with people that actually know what's going on with digital, because by burying your head in the sand and saying, that's not really my bag, that's not my thing, I stick to what I know. You stick to what you know, but also look into this other stuff to make sure that your business is not falling behind, or you're not left in a position where, the thing that you know what to do so good and so well that you have no clients, no leads, no business coming through the door. Stick your digital footprint down. So how do we do this? How do you start? Everybody's asking, what should I do next? I suggest you doing a digital audit. Now that will look and see what your online audit will look like. So whereabouts are you online? Have you got a website? Have you got a Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube, whatever that may be? Whereabouts are you? You may have none of them. And then start to see, how am I perceived online? Now, there has been people come in through the doors of Bankhouse who have not looked at their website since 2009. Whenever we updated the plugins for the old website, it pretty much shut down, and we got it back and recovered all the information, but it took a lot of time. So people have not been looking at their website at all. They haven't even logged in to change information. A lot of people have lost their passwords, don't know where their domain is being kept, they don't know what their hosting is, all these different things. So going in and doing an online audit and seeing, okay, where is everything at right now? Be very honest with yourself here. Don't say, oh, that's okay, that's fine. I'm not going to worry about that for now. I'm going to put money elsewhere into the business for it to grow. People will resonate back to your website. They'll come back to it. And now with e-commerce, even with all of our clients, what we're doing is we're pulling their e-commerce business onto their Facebook shop, and then from their Facebook shop onto their Instagram shop, and then they're selling directly from Instagram that is linking back to their WooCommerce shop. So everything, for me, it's like the heart of your whole business right now. By going online, it's like that is where the epicenter of everything is, and that is what you need to make sure is perfect. So be honest with yourself. If it doesn't look and feel and represent your service or your product to the best of its ability, don't say, yeah, it's fine, I'll look at it later, or that'll do for now. No one really looks at their website. That's fundamentally not true. That is just not true. People do look at the websites. So within the first 5 seconds of landing on someone's website, there's 3 things that I want to know. This is what we aim for in Bankhouse, 3 things that I really want to know. 1 is who you are, 2 is what you do, and 3 is how do I get it. So I want to know who you are, what you do, and how easy is it for me to get that. Now, with every single business or service out there, that relates to every single business. Whether you're a solicitor, whether you're a personal brand, whether you're a food company, whether you're a meal prep company, whatever that may be, within the first 5 seconds, I want to know who you are, what you do, and how do I get it. So what I want to know in the first thing is your who, right? So what is that? That is your company name and what field you are the expert in. So whether that is Bankhouse Media, your digital media agency, that is like literally we're getting in the first, 5, 6, 7 words, the company name and where we are the experts in. So you want to get that into your website. So whether you're an expert in hair, it has to have your company name in there and saying experts in whatever that is. So I want to know that straight away, that I've landed on the site, and within the first 5 seconds, that's one of the things that I need to know. What your company is called and what you're the expert in. Then the next thing is I want to know what service your company provides, what product or service your company provides. If you land onto a website and you see, okay, we can put selected e-commerce products on your homepage. This works really, really well for anyone in the beautician world, anyone in skincare, anyone that has a service-based business but also an online retail business. They can have their retail products on their homepage but also book an appointment. The book an appointment can lead straight into their booking system on their till. And you can take the booking right there, you can take the payment right there, and then that'll go into your till, and that'll be scheduled in for the next available time. You can also have your e-commerce business where you have the 3 main products that you want to sell on there, and then you can go shop more, and that can bring you back in. So this is a website within the first 5 seconds I have seen who they are, what the company is, the field that they're an expert in. 2, what their product and service is. I can book it right there, or I can add straight to cart from the homepage. And then this leads me to the third thing. It's like, how do I get it? How do you get it is the 2 things that I just said there. But also, if you are an insurance company and you want to have leads, then you want to make it really important for you to say, like, we are the experts in pensions. We are the experts in preparing you for your future. Whatever it may be, you choose your wording with your company name, and then you literally give the call to action, which will bring them in to give them more information if is needed. Because if you're running for leads there and you're looking someone's phone number, someone's email address, you will need a bit more information on a sales page to get that off them. They're not just going to give over their email address willy-nilly unless you've got a very specific product that is going to add value to their lives. So basically on landing on your website, you want to know who you are, what you do, and how do I get it. And even if you are a service-based business, for example, if you have a car mechanics and you take all your bookings over the phone still and write them in a book or put them into the system, then you want to have your phone number on there, or you want to generate a lead generation form that will take away that process. People can fill out their name and request a call back. Whatever your customer journey is, you can literally replicate this onto your website, and your website can be working as a valued member of staff that knows every single thing about your business. So tonality, right? This is where I sort of say to people, If someone was coming in through the doors of your business and sat down, you're going to greet them with a smile, you're going to greet them with your personality, and you're going to say, how can I help you? So that tonality that you've got whenever you're in the workplace and you're standing speaking directly to a consumer, that is what we want to feel whenever you land onto your website. Does your current tonality reflect your brand? Does it make the customer feel supported? Does it make them feel like, yes, this is somewhere that is giving me the information that I need, that is solving my problems, and is actually, treating me, nicely, and I want to be here, I want to shop here. Tonality is really important. It's like whenever you train up your staff members, you're not going to let them speak to customers any way they want. So why would you let your website have broken links? Why would you have your website have wrong information? If your website says that you're finished at 5:30 at night, but you've changed your opening hours to 9 p.m. and if someone walked into your shop and said to one of your members of staff, "What time are you open to tonight?" and you said, "Well, 5:30," you would say, "What are you doing? Why are you telling that? Why are you giving them that information? It's wrong." And a lot of people's information out there on their websites is actually wrong, and that's it, because they haven't looked at it, they haven't done an online audit. And even if you're sitting there thinking about this, thinking, yeah, mine's fine, I think so, I checked it before, I'm not going to worry about it right now, I can't be bothered. That is the time that you look in and you say, right, okay, I need to do this, because there's competitors everywhere, and there's people going to be looking and gunning for work right now because the times are changing, and that's it. So call to actions. These are dotted all throughout your website and on your main landing page all the way through. So what is a call to action? That is something that you would want a customer to do. For example, if you had someone in a bricks and mortar business that walks into a shop and says, "Can I have these shoes in size 7? That's them asking you for, they're doing a call to action, they're saying, "Can I have those?" You provide them with the shoes, and then they try them on, accept them, and then walk to the till. So if someone comes on and they're landing on your site and you sell shoes, the call to action will be purchase shoes, welcome to our shop, buy now, purchase now, whatever the wording may be. Don't forget, that's about your tonality. So how you speak to the customer, that is how they will then purchase through your shop, because of how you speak to them. So call to action is very simple. It's a big massive button, whether it's call now, book an appointment, shop now, submit your leads, frequently asked questions, contact us, whatever that may be. That is your call to actions through your website. Over the past 4 months, your customer has changed how they shop forever. And it's happening right now. We got to get up to speed, got to deal with it. So this is why I'm saying to every single business owner out there that hasn't got a digital footprint, or hasn't done a digital audit, or hasn't put their best foot forward in the digital world, you now have to change also. So how your customer has shopped is changing and will constantly evolve. And if you don't come up to speed, they're going to go somewhere else. If you don't end up having a website that is mobile optimized, for example, that whenever someone logs on and they can't see the writing because it's so small, and then they're trying to zoom in. My mom and dad need glasses to read now. They've never needed glasses their whole lives, but they need them to read. So you want to make it easy for people, because all ages are online now, and all ages are saying, yeah, I want to shop online, and I want to get my stuff delivered to the house, because Amazon Prime just 24-hour delivery, same day delivery, it's absolutely fantastic. I would order off Amazon without even, and I live in a major city, without even going into the city. Like I could walk 5 minutes from my house and purchase it in a shop. But do I have to wear a mask whenever I go in? Who am I going to bump into? What questions am I going to have to go through whenever I'm purchasing the product? I have to get my temperature read. So what I choose to do is go on to Amazon Prime and wake up tomorrow morning and it's downstairs in my lobby. So that works really well for me, and that is how people are shopping right now. So have a shop, a Facebook shop, an Instagram shop, your e-commerce shop, get onto Amazon and start to feature your products everywhere where people are. Whenever you're going through your marketing strategy and you say, okay, this is my ideal customer and that's exactly how they shop and that is where they are, that is where you need to be presenting the product. That's it. If you have a car mechanics garage and have a booking system online, offer a free pickup service, if you book through the website. So they book through their website and you can go pick them up. Give people different offers to drive them into your site. A few other things that you can look at whenever you're putting your website together with copywriting. It's about speaking to your customer and offering them solutions. People don't buy products, they buy solutions. And that is where the price difference will come in. Someone might say to me, I think my product or service is too dear, or I think it might be too cheap. I think if you're offering someone like a really good solution to their problem, they will pay a premium for it. You know, I know definitely 100% at Bankhouse, we're very rarely the cheapest quote. If someone has to get 3 quotes, I would almost say never. But even though we are either the top quote or maybe the second quote down, we 9 times out of 10 win the work that is coming through. Why do we do that? Because we offer a full solution digital agency. We give the full service, so we take all their issues and we can do everything for that client. We can take so much pressure off them. So you should try to do that for your own client. Don't worry about, am I too cheap? Am I too dear? Just worry about, am I giving the best service? Am I offering this person like as much service as I possibly can? And if the answer is yes, then stick with that, and don't be afraid to put like the price that you're worth on there. Second to that, you want to think about how many clicks does it take for me to get that person to either buy a product or give their information, whether it's a lead magnet. Go through it yourself today. Go through your website and say how many clicks I want. What do I want from this person? I want that person's email address, or I want that person to phone me, or I want that person to buy one of my products. How hard or how difficult is it for that person to get through my website right now? Do it yourself. Go from Google, type in your business name, find your business, whether it's on the first page or maybe even God knows how many pages down, you know, with SEO and things. So you have to then go through and say, okay, I've clicked on the website now. How easy for a customer is it to get my product? Also, I wouldn't aim to have any more than 300 words per page. What we do for that is like we feel that people are much more visual right now, and it's almost like get them through to the next stage. So you want to have your call to action just there with your keywords and your key solutions just popping off the page, which is going to bring them to the next step. And I think that is something that we could really look at whenever we're going through each of the customer journeys and saying, are we giving enough information to get them to engage with us, or are we overwhelming them that they're not going to move to the next stage and put in their phone number or their credit card details into the shop and buy the product. As I said, this is the foundations, this is the heart, this is the epicenter of your business online. So I really think that a lot of care has to go into this, a lot of back and forth and just going through every single part of it. It's really important. I think people overlook it so much. I can see people posting on LinkedIn, posting on Facebook, posting on Instagram, and sometimes out of curiosity I go through their funnel. I just say, oh god, they're posting, they're quite active, let me have a look and see what they're like. I go to the next point and I'm thinking, they're getting so much engagement on their posts, they're getting so many people reach out to them, they're getting so much reshares, but they're not picking up those leads. They're not picking up those clients because their website is letting them down. It's impossible because either one, their products aren't ready to go for sale, but they're marketing hard, which I just think is a waste of time and a waste of money. You got to make sure that your products and your website is sitting really solid before you start to market or you start to put yourself out there. And then second to that, you're just wasting time and wasting energy because people will get sick looking at you where they won't actually click through. They may only click through your website and click through your funnel once. And if they click through your funnel once and your website once, then and you lose them at that point, they may not click on again. They may not come back to look at your shop or look at your product because they believe they've already seen the best, because you would think if you're marketing and driving your business so hard that you would have the best at the other side. So I do think that this is so important, guys. You really need to do a digital audit on your websites. It's the heart, it's the epicenter, it's the foundations, and it's where all of your customers will go to. You want to make sure that you've got your Facebook pixels, your retargeting pixels for Google AdWords. You want to make sure that everything is on there so that whenever someone lands onto your site, that you're either grabbing their information so you can retarget to them, or you're actually just getting their email address or even straight to cart with a product. I can't stress this enough. It's something that I repeat myself a lot with over every day whenever I'm going through it, because I have to keep saying it. People ask, is my website that important? Yes, your website is definitely that important. And this is going to be a podcast that I can direct each person who asks me that question to again. It's really important, and do a digital audit yourself and then go through it again. Bankhouse Media has a free 30-minute consultation for anybody who wants to have a chat. And we're also launching our online digital marketing course in September, something I'm so excited about. The reason why I'm so excited about the online digital marketing course is there is an absolute hunger out there for people wanting to have this information and wanting to do this themselves. If someone comes to me and they ask, is my website okay, or what has to do with it? Is my website okay, or what should I do with it? I will look at it, and once I start to give them information, it's almost like you've triggered something. It's almost like you've almost turned on the engine of a car and it's just about to take off at 100 miles an hour. They will want to know every single thing about that from that point. Whenever you show them how important it is and you break it down, the importance of digital marketing and having a digital footprint with your website and your funnels, it's almost like they want to know every single thing about it. This is why we've created the online digital marketing course, and it's just for people to take control of their businesses themselves. So many business owners out there will bury their heads in the sand and just not take responsibility for their business. I hope this podcast brings some value, and I do hope you take the time after this, or even as you were listening to this, and jump onto your own website and do a digital audit and just go through each of them and see exactly what it is that where you think that you could be putting a bit more effort into. And don't forget, if you're doing any marketing on Facebook, or you're doing any lead generation or running any ads, make sure that all the heart of your business, the online digital website and digital strategy and digital funnels, is sitting perfect, because otherwise you are wasting money. Thanks so much for listening. Please like, share and subscribe if this brought you any value. Thank you so much for listening to the Bankhouse Media podcast. If you want to take your business to the next level and learn the exact skill set that we use to elevate all the businesses we work with, then you're going to want to check out our brand new Bankhouse Media Academy launching in September. We want to empower as many business owners as possible to explode their results by using the strategies that we use on a daily basis. This course will give you the opportunity to grow your business and reach as many people as you possibly can. To get an exclusive early bird offer, just head over to bankhousemedia.ie/academy. Everyone who pre-registers to our academy gets a 30-minute free consultation with one of the team members at Bankhouse Media to discuss your business goals. Just head over to bankhousemedia.ie/academy and we will take it from there. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time on the Bankhouse Media podcast.